Welcome back to another episode of ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill, and today we'll be taking a look at some Nike Dunk Low premiums, and these are known as the Setsubuns. Let's take a quick sneak peek. Welcome back everyone to another unboxing and review. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Today we'll be talking about the Nike Dunk Low premiums, and these are known as the Setsubun. So we'll go through the overview of this really creative sneaker, and then we'll talk about size and fit on these, followed by how I styled this intricately color blocked pattern and color scheme, and then we'll conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. So let's jump right into it. For those of you who do not know what the word Setsubun means, it is inspired by the Setsubun tradition, which is a festival, and this is a Japanese tradition, which I actually just learned about. I had no idea about it, but really cool what goes into it. A lot of the inspiration as well behind the sneaker has to do with some of the festive food, specifically the roasted soybeans. And when I think of soybeans, I actually think of some of the color palettes that they decided to go with on this sneaker. One of the cool parts of the sneakers on the upper here is you can kind of see it looks like crackled ground. It reminds me almost of parts of California I've been to where in the desert, if you go out, you'll walk on some of the dirt and it's crackled because it's so dry, and you can kind of see that on the front of the toe box here. We've got the Nike swoosh, which is perfectly embroidered in this gold metallic sheen color scheme, and in the front we've got this brown chocolate hue, and that just again it gives me this earthy feel. Definitely reminds me of the soybean colorway when I look at the upper. As we work our way up to the laces, right now we have it laced up with some white laces, but there are some purple laces as well. I'm thinking probably of swapping out for the purple laces. I do love how there's some gold tips on top of the purple. Let's see if there's actually some gold tips on here. Oh, there are some gold tips on the white as well. Just nice subtle details that really stand out and bring the sneaker together. We've got the gold as well on the Nike swoosh mark, and underneath we've got brown for the chocolatey smooth color scheme on the mesh, and it's outlined in the purple tone. And then on the eyelets we have a different color scheme here, a bit of a beige, which I think again is a nice blend between this tan tone and the chocolatey brown. Let's look at those details, then move along to the side paneling. All right, so moving along to the side panels, more of that crackled leather as the underlay on the side paneling for the medial side. And then over here, we've got more beige tones and then overlays of this beautiful crackled purple leather, which also has a metallic sheen to it. And underneath we have that pop of gold, which really just blends so well with that purple hue. As we work our way to the back, we've got Nike embroidered in this nice kind of goldish tone on top of the chocolatey brown. Underneath, we've got more crackled leather, but in the dark darker chocolatey color scheme. So a little bit more about the festival. It has to do with really warding off evil spirits and sickness. So this tradition actually happens the day before spring actually starts. And one of the things that is tradition is to throw these soybeans at relatives or just outside your door. And the people that are passing by in front of the houses actually have these creepy like devil masks on. And that's actually kind of what you see on the insole of the sneakers. So some nice artwork there. And then as we wrap around to the lateral side, you'll see this kind of like swoosh mark for horns, which I think is super creative, but this little devil figure, and he's known as Suno Dishe, the Great Horn Master. And this is the protector who will protect you against evil and sickness. And he is in this really great royal purple colorway to match that metallic sparkly swoosh. And again, we've got the same color combination on the lateral side as we have on the medial side. Working our way down to the midsole, we've got an off-white midsole and this kind of gum bottom that's actually transparent. So really cool, this color scheme that they decided to complete the sneaker with. All right, let's take a look at those last and final details. As far as size and fit goes, I would say stick true to size on this one. I am a men's 7.5, and I do have higher strong feet, so do take that into consideration when deciding on what size will work best for you. All right, so now let's jump into styling. I really love the whole color palette of the sneaker, so definitely wanted to keep my looks pretty simplistic. So for the first look, I decided to wear a jumpsuit that is all denim, and then I layered that with a denim jacket just to kind of make the sneakers pop. And then for the second look, I dressed up a little bit more with a denim patchwork maxi skirt with a matching denim jacket. Again, bringing different tones and palettes into the mix, I think works well with this just because there are so many great color combinations throughout this, but denim is always definitely a safe bet. And then for the last and final look, I decided to wear a Sacramento Kings core t-shirt. And those colors I feel like just really replicated the colorway of the sneaker so well. So I had to integrate that into the mix. And I wore it with just some nice, simple gray pants. All right, so now let's talk about how these are doing on the resale market. So these retailed at $110 and they are currently going between $150 to $200. All right, everyone, that is it for this unboxing and review. If you joined us for the first time, thank you so much. My name is Marissa Hill. This is ShadeTV. We'll catch you on the next episode.